Hi folks, and welcome to Trains Are Us. How are we? Right, today we are here in Train Sim World 6. I've just picked a journey from the Harlem Line. So we're going to be taking this M3A MTA from Grand Central Terminal to North White Plains. It's 593.7 tons. It's 10 cars, and it has a length of 850.2 feet. The time is 15:18. So without further ado, let's get this timetable run underway. So of course, first we start off popping the old key in, popping this into neutral, and opening our doors. While that's all going on, let's get some lights on and pop on our safety systems. So later on, Edmund pedal on, ATC on, ATC or ACSES. Is there anything else? Everything else looks good. Right, and spin back round here. We want to put this down. We could do that till we put that into forward. But we are doing that just yet. So we've got to wait till 3:20 before we can get up and running. I don't think there's anything else that I'll turn on. Lights are all on. Cab lights off. Don't need them on. Test my own. There we am. The Grand Central Terminal. I can't see many trains. There's a few over the other side of there. But there's that many trains coming out of here. It's unreal. Anyway, time to lock our doors. I can now put the train into forward. I can do that, and let's charge up our brakes. Okay, that's looking good. Time to apply some power and get moving. And we're away. Right then, so it's a 10-mile-an-hour little drive out of here. Nice and gentle. And we're heading for Harlem, 125th Street, track 3. Now, it does take a little bit of time to get out of here. If you've never seen this station, which I'm sure a lot of people have, but that is the map of it. Look how big that is. There's trains everywhere. Anyway, that's just at the moment. You've got all these lines. It does actually tell you all the routes and the times. Anyway, let's get way back inside the cab view. I'm sat here with my Woojer vest on. As always, to give me that total immersion. It's fully charged, so it shouldn't be going off. There's nothing worse than playing and the battery dies. I put a notice out last night to Dovetail saying how good the Midway Valley line is, or the route. I will be covering it on the channel, but everybody and his dogs covered it the last couple of days prior, and of course people buying it. So I thought, you know, I'd get the rest. I do mine at a later date, but all I can say, it's a good route with the new things that you can do. Just speeding just slightly, just when going downhill. It's really hard to keep these trains at lower speeds for me than it is when I'm going at some pelt. Anyway, we'll soon be out of here. I wish there was a cruise control button. There might actually be one. I ain't too sure, but it would be nice. Anyway, it won't take that long now. Let's buy that bit of break again. Was I put to Dovetail about using optic feedback with transducers and that. Now this is what the Woojer vest does. It transfers the sound into vibration. So of course different sounds within the game will set the vest off. But I also sit on a cushion that does the same. Any difference, that is plugged in all the while. But of course it doesn't support any of the train sims at the moment. There is a workaround where I could just use the sound from the game, but it means a lot of messing about with setting up a temporary sound card, and I like having the real deal. So I stay with the Woojer for the time being. Anyway, coming close to this 60 mile an hour speed, so we can put our foot down and get to Harlem 125th Street. Oh, thought I'd gone over them. Okay, so we can pop some power on and get this train up to speed. Everything's all good at the moment with signals. I'm going to bring that down. Get it prepared for 45. We're all good. We should be coming out of this tunnel pretty soon. So you have to keep your eyes open, because 1 minute we're on the level, then we're going downhill, back uphill, before you know it, we're speeding. So, something to remember if you do play these routes, and coming out into the big world, open world. I ain't gonna do 60 just in case. Now, you see, got to start slowing down anyway, because there's 40 mile an hour speed approaching. It's nice to feel that rumble from my train and the rumble from that passing train. That's something you wouldn't feel with just a gamepad. And believe it, folks, it is a game changer. Somebody put on Dovetail forums for Train Sim World, oh, hey, wearing a spacesuit. They a spacesuit. It's just like wearing a rucksack, but there's no actual bag on the back. That's all it's like. Anyway, we're coming in to our fare station. Nice and gentle. There we are. That'll do, mate. Right then, unload your passengers. Right. Just make sure. Just about got that little bit on, so I could have come just a little bit more to make sure that I'll get carriages on. But I'm happy with that. Best attempt. Anyway, time to lock the doors, as we don't mess about here. Right, so we've got a little bit of a distance to travel now to our next station. A good 8 miles. Signals are all looking good. keep it about 30 just to get past this little bit of a section because it speeds them up and down. That is that bridge that opens up if big ships need to cross. Now that's in the new That's nice having two trains run parallel. No, I couldn't tell you what that other train was because I ain't familiar with the American trains at the moment, as they are like British trains which have numbers on. They don't go by class, do they? So keep applying that brake. We've soon got a 60 mile. We've got a 40 and I've put a bit of power on. Guess that's 60. Ooh dear. Only 40. Come on. That brake don't come down quick enough sometimes. I'm alright because I'm going uphill, so that should be fine. Where's the 60 mile an hour? We've actually gone through the 60. There it is. It's just kicked in. Apply some more power. We've got a big one here, 75 mile an hour. Soon. Approaching it. I don't know what the maximum speed of this train is actually. It's a 75 miles. Speed limit. Well, our signal's on green so far. And we're definitely motoring, and of course, just as you start to apply the speed, you have to start slowing down again. So we've got a 60 mile an hour speed limit approaching. So of course, probably braking a little bit too early, but I like to be comfortable, as I like to slap the brakes on nice and gradual. Still got 5 miles to travel. Again, another destination that I've not heard of. It's nice when you discover new places and new stations. There's quite a few of the DLCs I've brought I haven't got a clue of half the stations, but again, this is what the channel's all about. Being able to showcase what's available from Dovetail. Whether it's new or old. As I've got a few DLCs that are a little bit old now. In this and in Train Sim World Classic. As Classic was the first train simulator I bought. And then I've started building up my train collection in Train Sim World, and this is what we have today. I have every one of the UK covered, except for the steam trains. If it's diesel, electric trains, I have them. Try and keep up to date with the UK stuff. Of course, branching out a bit now, I think I've got all the American related trains, including the freight ones. Again, I don't see many people cover the freight lines, but I find them quite difficult to drive, especially if you end up stopping. My life, trying to get one of them to restart is a nightmare. But that's for another day. Anyway. It's Mount Vernon. West Track 3 is nearly short of 3 miles away. Get we speed down to 60 miles an hour. Nice to see some other trains on the other tracks. Again, not too sure whether this is a popular route where there is lots and lots of trains in both directions. It seems fairly busy. This AMR station. I've got to come down to 40. It's the next big one, which is ours. Just see it coming up. Safety system kicked in. As I've not touched nothing, so it's similar to the UK trains. If you don't press any buttons at a certain period of time, and you have a notification to say, look, I'm still alive, is there any problems? If I didn't acknowledge that, the train would automatically go into emergency braking. That's what I thought was the station. It's this bigger one coming up. So we managed stopping at certain stations along the way. Here's the station we're staying at. Again, plenty speed to be pulling into here. I'm sure it's this one. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm going to brake for it just in case. I'm 100% sure that it is. It is. And we'll just gradually pull in. See if we can nail stopping distance this time. Have we done it? Let's have a look, eh? Well, that's the front of the train. Yeah, nailed it this time. Although it's a very quiet station, there ain't many people about. Oh, they're all up this top end. And we on time? Alright, lock our doors. Right, Fleetwood. I wonder if there's Max with them. Oh, joke, eh? Anyway, it's a very far away station. As we would say, it's just up the road. Now we've got to be at 45 mile an hour, but then it's going to go from 45 to 60. Which we are going to be hitting. Hopefully. The 45 just yet. Now all that changed to 60 as I go through this sign, but we've got to stop anyway. Yep, it had done. I don't think there was a freight line on here. I'm going to have to do one of them. Let's start bringing me down. There's plenty of time. Get down a little bit more. See if we can nail it again. Right, I think we've nailed that again. Let's have a look. We have a boy. Is it massively loud? Ah! Oh, there's a train pulled in behind me. Never seen that before. Right, so lock with passengers. Or lock the doors now the passengers are on, that's what I meant to say. Bronxville. Come on then. So why have we got no power? Have we got... No. Powers. Okay, so what is the problem? The brake is on. Ah, I know what it is. I bet we move now. What it was, I'd opened the wrong door, hadn't I? Duh. It's me thinking, oh dear. Houston, we have a problem. Knew it were nothing that I'd done. As in, changed any of the settings. I've followed it all along. But when you make, if your doors are wide open, this train ain't going nowhere. But never mind, I sorted it. Now I wonder if that other train's going to be following me. I've never seen that with a train right behind you. Ever? I have now, but... Right, is this my station coming up? I'm going to slow down just in case. Yeah, it is. Or it will be. I wonder if that other train's gonna be behind me again. Few passengers waiting for... Get on this one. I feel that train taking off. The vibration from it. I'm going to go right to the end of the platform to make sure I got the old train on. Right then. Now open my doors. Did we get... It's hard to see. Yeah, and that train is behind me again. So it's following. Right, time to lock my doors. And hopefully I've locked the right set and opened the right ones this time. Is that Tunka out? Or Tucker out? Might have pronounced that wrong, but hey. Apologies in advance. Oh, me ain't gotta be that far. what they're on. See if that train is behind we still can't see. Yeah, that's just pulling away. So it is following us. I bet he's thinking to himself, oh, is this driver in front and put his foot down? Haha. That ain't gonna happen, mister. Safety driving. I'm only 2 minutes behind the recommended time for arriving here, so that ain't too bad. I'll be a little bit quicker this time. He behind me again? Yep, he's just pulled in. Lock windows. Wonder if this next station is ours as well. It most certainly is. Crestwood. So I wonder they make any money, eh? How close the trains are. If there's another train behind me, so you know, unless that branches off to somewhere else in a minute. Oh, here it comes. Dreaded rain. I'll turn these on in a minute. Got the window wipers. Now, I've added a few mods, so you're looking at this train and think, well, my rain don't look like that. This is due to importing some mods which have really improved certain routes and certain things that, one being the rain, it looks more realistic now. There are a few variations where it's heavy rain, little bits of rain. So, and a lot of thunder and lightning. That's really impressive now. There we go. Right then, let's have a look at what it looks like. Now with the rain, it looks more realistic rather than big streaks of light lines coming down your screen. Right. Here's my train. Oh, it's behind. Right, let's lock the doors. On Scarsdale. Well, we've got a bit of a distance, 2 miles. Now, will the car behind me still be following? Or will he branch off to somewhere else? I'm not too sure with this route. Whether there's We're changing the points where he can go onto another line and go off into another direction. Right. Let's get the throttle full power. So I don't want to speed. They're really worth them couple of miles per hour. Not if we're stopping in a minute. And of course we've got to be below 60 mile an hour. Or at 60 mile an hour. Right, I'm going to start applying my brakes. Get the train. Again, 20 mile an hour is plenty. Now, this, oh, it could be because there's a train on it. Thought there was 3 lines there where possibly the train behind me could have gone on and gone in another direction. A lot of people without their brollies today. I'm all getting wet. Anyway, we're 3 minutes behind our destination's time. Should have been here 3 minutes before, but I. Get them loaded. That train still behind me? Yep, it's coming up. We're Hartsdale. $60 mile an hour. Now the route's been pretty good. No yellow signals. Telling me it's changing to 65. Is it going to be this one? I'm going to slow down just in case. It is going to be. It's a trouble out when you are familiar with the routes. Don't know what station's which. To get it down to any more than that, that'll do. I'm going to be able to make that 3 minutes up, even if I try. So again, I have that wooded. Play the game to actually experience driving the trains, and yeah, it's nice to keep to the timetable as much as possible, but some of them it is a little bit unreal. Again, that's the challenge. Ooh. Come on. That should do it. Let's have a look. Out of danger. Oh, he's right up behind me this time. I can't even tell what it is, look. I don't know if it's one like mine. Could be. It's slightly different at the front. Is it? Not sure. Anyway. Right. I do believe this is the last station for us here on this scenario or timetable. Their scenario, it's an actual timetable route. Right, our rain has now stopped, and that's a first. That's it. Parked the window wipers back. Is there another train pulling the side of me? Nope. Right, start reducing our speed. Get this to 35 before we approach it. Yeah, I know. That wouldn't go off then, that speed. Just love the sounds in this, I tell you. Whether they're genuine sounds, because I know a lot of people, oh, that don't sound like so-and-so. But for me, that sounds pretty good. Here we have White Plains Station. Oh, just short. Never mind. We'll see what that one is to the back of me. Lock with doors. Ah, it was the actual last station. North White Plains, track 3. And I should already be there by now, according to the timetable. I thought White Plains was the last destination for me. I wouldn't go off them. I think this is the first yellow signal we've seen in the whole scenario or timetable. Ain't seen no more. It's been a really nice little route. I do believe it's not over 15 miles an hour. A moment. Anything over 15 mile an hour and all the bells and whistles will be going off again. And of course I did get this right on the last platform. I'm going right to the end of the platform for this one. Or just before this red stop sign anyway, at least. I don't know what that warning system is. What's that? Have I got doors open? No. I don't know what this will. Don't know what that was. And are we waiting for the train? There must be. Because that's where we're heading. So we've got a train here. That's at a stop sign. That is where we'll be heading. So is that mine? It's player. Or is that one that was right up against me? I can hear one. Wait for signal to change. So if we look at that now, he's got to go out. So could he be going through here in a minute? Or which way is he going? Train 566. What's me? 543. Come on then. think that's just changed for me. No, it ain't. That changed for him? No. He's at a stop signal. It's raining again, so going to hit them window wipers. Now, here's the variation in rain. So it's really tipping it down now. And if I wonder if I pull forward just a little bit, is that going to help these signals to change? Is our real bad weather? Come on, Mr. Conductor. Wait for signal to change. Today? Tomorrow? Next week? There's no other train. Oh, there's one coming in now. Is that what's preventing these trains from moving? Will these actually come through? No, it's in totally a different line, so... You're interfering with my train? I'm going to try and pull forward a little bit more. That won't even let me pull forward. Now these don't work. It would be nice if it let you know why you're at a station so long. There's no activity. There's nothing moving. You know. Oh. It shouldn't affect him. He's on a stop signal. Right, so we've got this now coming through. Now will he be going that way? This could have been what we was waiting for. Oh. Well, that's good, eh? Stop rail vehicle obstruction. Well, that's good, eh? I've got a feeling this ain't going to end. Unless... See that train core pull out nowhere? That's... Remove train. The only way we can finish the scenario, I think. Now, hopefully, once that's passed, that should change the signal for me. But at least you've had a good 10 minutes of really intensive rain. Now, come on. That's allowed me to pass. Let's just make sure I've got these signals correct, as I do not want to be going down the wrong way. As it's a nightmare to turn a train round. Right then, come on. We've got a nice 10 mile an hour now. To our final destination on this trip. Shame I had to get rid of that train. Whether it was a glitch, I ain't too sure. But I've just learned something else with the game. I never realised you could do that. So that ain't too bad. It's just taking it out of service now, ain't boy, putting it in the yard. At least the rain's almost stopped. That really come down for a good 5 minutes. And as they would say, that is definitely the end of the line. And I've got a gold medal for that. That was a good route up till that last little bit at the end anyway, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give me a like and a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified next time I upload something, hit the bell. Till next time, take care. Ta-ra a bit.